That's exciting.
All right.
Is Chad recording live on location today or what?
He
Yes,
is.
sir. I'm practicing for
he looks like
NHL.
He's ready to get on his helicopter and go do the weather. Or go do the traffic, I mean. And Vinny's
I actually can't hear really well with these, so it's kind of for show.
Vinny's at Lake Louise in Banff right now. And no. I should post up a picture too so I can pretend like I'm on the beach, but we'll just be happy we're in the backyard. All right, so we are recording. So happy Tuesday, everyone. This is JoJo Bennington, and I'm happy to see all of your lovely faces. And so we like to start off our Tuesdays with some gratitudes and some shout outs and some whoop whoops. So does anybody want to step out, share gratitude or a celebration, something awesome's happening? Anybody at all?
I would.
Okay.
Yeah, so our team is just having so much fun. This is just really fun. And I just wanted to congratulate Pam Nastambo. She had a couple of enrollments this week. Sarah Cloutier became a consultant. Laura O'Connell, who I don't know if she's jumping on or not, she became a consultant this week as well. And then Sherry Close, who just enrolled yesterday, is on this call, which is so exciting. She's been watching this team for 3 years. She met Wendy and Dr. Josh and Lisa like 3 years ago. And she jumped on yesterday and she just enrolled somebody today. It's amazing. So I'm super excited for all that's happening, and it really is it's so fun. So thank you all of you for just, pouring love into us and being on this journey with us.
So good. So glad you're here, Sherry. Welcome.
Thank you.
Glad you hopped on after 3 years. Sometimes it takes that long for us to make sure we're in the right place. So it's all about timing. It's all about timing.
And that's
why we always say you got to be here when someone's ready. So.
Yep. And Sarah was there at the right time, and it just all lined up, and wham, wham, wham.
Perfect. Well, happy to have you here.
Thanks. I have 3 new enrollments.
Yay, Christina.
Yeah, I was excited about Grow Week last week and got prepared, and so I had 2 at the end of last week. I had 1 last night. I actually took Kathy Cooper's advice yesterday on the team call, on Susan Sly's call, and she said, just reach out to somebody, and ask for a referral. And I was scared to death, but it was a girl that I knew through work and my past job, and we had talked before about doing Isagenix, and she said she just couldn't afford it. And so yesterday I texted her and I said, hey, I just want to see how you're doing. I said, I know you're not interested. I said, but if you know anybody that's looking for stamina, it's basically everything Kathy said. I said, if you're looking for stamina, endurance, energy, tired of feeling tired, do you mind sending them my way? And she said, actually I am, but I just don't think I can afford it. And I said, well, let's break down what you spend in breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And she said, well, I basically just do slim fast for breakfast and then I eat a dinner. And I'm like, are you having any kind of health challenges? And she said, yeah. And I said, is it this, and this? And she said, all of it. And I said, well, let's do the shakes. She said, okay, send it to me. And so she enrolled last night. And then I've got a lady tonight that's supposed to be getting the complete essential with Isagenesis. So I'm waiting on that order to come in. So that'll be the 4 of the 10 that I put out there of 10 new customers for this week.
Way to go. Nice.
I'm almost there, halfway there.
Good job. Love it.
I'll go.
Okay.
And you can hear me okay tonight, huh?
We can hear you. You're on your chopper. I think we should make chopper sounds while you talk.
Yeah. That would be a good background. I just want to thank everyone on this call because it is so empowering, warming, uplifting to get on a call with everyone who is dialed in on making other people feel good. And the world needs more of this right now. And from what I've seen, this call, other calls I've been on, there's a lot of people out there who are creating some really positive change, leading with love right now. I've never seen anything like it before. There are so many people out there who are willing to help. They're willing to lift people up. The only time we should be looking down on someone is if we're extending a hand to lift them up, right? And there's so many people who are thinking that way right now. Like, I'm 42 right now, and I've not seen it like this ever. So being on this call, I want to thank every single person, and I love you all. I mean, it's like I just feel this love every time I get on here. So I am grateful for every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. And, you know, I'm always thinking about all of our frontline workers who are still out there keeping us healthy and safe. And, you know, hopefully they aren't going to be too inundated with, you know, we see some numbers going up. And so we want to make sure that we're always sending some love and support out to them and good light and energy for them to be safe, and thank them for being there to take care of us. And so, awesome. It's good to see you all. Hi, Stace. Happy you're here. So just in case you guys didn't know, vanilla chai, the dairy-free vanilla chai was out for a little while, but it's back. So if anybody's been trying to get vanilla chai, it is back in stock. Also, if anybody, Carter, where are you? I thought I saw you on here, if you still are, was waiting for dark chocolate tangerine Iso-Delights. They are back. And then I guess what they're going to do is with the milk chocolate tangerine ones, they're going to be a seasonal thing. So they're going to be coming in and out as a special thing. So they're going to be released on Thursday for a little while, and then I guess they'll take them away again. So those were the sugar-free ones, but I guess the tangerine ones weren't. So you know what, you guys, it's like Iso-Delights are not totally my thing. So if somebody is, you know, that's someone else's thing, it's all good. But I know a bunch of people love the tangerine ones. Wendy?
The sugar-free ones are both tangerine. So both the dark chocolate and milk chocolate are sugar-free tangerine. But it's weird. The sugar-free dark chocolate tangerine is back and will be permanent. But she said for some reason that the milk, I missed the part where she said the milk chocolate sugar-free tangerine one was more difficult to package and stuff. So it's just going to be a seasonal.
Okay, so it'll be seasonal. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you. And then also Thursday, we're going to have our new shake release. So we don't know what it is, but they've been eliminating one every single day. And we're down to cookies and cream, tangerine, and banana bread. And so, like, at first I was like, banana, ew, that would be gross. But then I was like, banana bread, that actually could be good. And I know that, you know, they've been on a tangerine kick. So could it be tangerine? Right, it might be. Cookies and cream is not a new flavor, but are they going to bring it back? And I know that somebody gave us a hint that it was Sesame Street was the hint. So does that mean Cookie Monster? I don't know.
They also say it was going to be included in the plant-based now. Did they say that or no?
I did not hear it was a plant-based one.
Okay.
No, Kathy Cooper did say something about the plant-based being rejuvenated.
Yeah.
But I don't think that is until Celebration. So that's going to be sometime in July, but she's excited about that.
She did say on the call today, I don't know if this is public knowledge, but she said that the shake that's coming out on Thursday has the new formulation.
It has a new formulation, right? So it's got more of the raw nutrients and stuff in it. Yes. So she did say that. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm excited to find out. So I'm really hoping it's not tangerine. I'm sorry if you're a tangerine lover and that's what you're waiting for. Really hoping it's not.
I'm hoping it's not banana bread.
Liquefied banana bread batter. That's what's gonna
See,
be.
that's what I was thinking. That actually sounded good, but
Growing up as Anna Banana, I don't eat bananas.
I guess we'll see. No,
That's my version
no
to bananas.
No on a banana. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Vinny, are you on here? I can't see my screen. There you are. I see you. Hey, so we wanted to talk a little bit about our ISA Legacy Foundation. For those of you who don't know that we actually have a foundation. And so Vinny's gonna just share some of the highlights of what goes on with that.
All right, I'm here. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Vinny. I am JoJo's husband. I'm kind of the man behind the scenes in our business that most people know about and have seen and have hung out and partied with, but you rarely see me speak on calls and things like that. I'm just the guy in the background. I'm on every call. You just don't see me. Anyway, we have in times of uncertainty, what's going on right now, it's in our country, all over the world, things are tough with the virus shutting everything down. People are struggling. Kids are starving. I mean, there's so many things. We all know what's going on. I don't have to get into detail about everything. But Isagenix has their own charity now, in case people didn't know, and it's called the ISA Foundation. We're still partnered with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. However, the ISA Foundation is our own charity. The charity itself, all the donations that they get from associates and around the world, all 100% of those donations go to helping other people. There are no service fees. There's no administrative costs. We service our own plan. So 100% of that money goes to helping everybody. And their mission is to create global and sustainable impact through volunteer efforts and charitable contributions. They're focused on healthy nutrition. They support underserved children. And they want to give wellness education to everybody and support natural disasters. So they believe that every child deserves a healthy, nutritious meal. Every person deserves an education and empowerment to live a healthy lifestyle. And every family deserves the means to survive and recover from natural disasters. So that's what the foundation is all about. You can donate to the foundation through the website itself, which is the ISA Foundation at isafoundation.net. I'll have JoJo type that into the comments. It's isafoundation.net. You can also donate when you order every month. You can put a donation at the bottom of your page where you order your products. There's a thing for contributions. You can donate that way. You can also donate through your auto ships, and you can choose whatever you need, $5, $1, $10, $1,000, whatever you want to donate every month on your auto ship, that can be done as well. And they also, which is very, very cool, what a lot of people don't know is they give grants to other charities around the country. And in fact, here in Las Vegas alone, we've talked with ISA Foundation, and they've sponsored a veterans charity. The newest one is a veterans charity that provides food and things for veterans to grow their own foods here in Las Vegas. And there's another one. It's for high school kids that are underprivileged high school kids that need books and food and desks and computers and things of that nature. They also have provided a grant for them as well. Now, if you would like a local charity of yours to be partnered with the ISA Foundation, you have to contact the ISA Foundation himself, and you can register twice a year for your charity. It's one is during the spring, which is March to April, and another one's during the fall from September to October. And you just basically tell them what your charity is all about. It has to be a 501c3 nonprofit, and they will talk to those running charities just to make sure it's on the up and up, and where the money's going to go. And as I said, we've had two charities here in Las Vegas that they've joined with, and it's very cool to see that. So that's really all I have to say about it. There's a lot of things going on in the world, but if you could donate to anything, if you're in that position, that would be great. I really think the new charity, the ISA Foundation, is a great charity, as is Make-A-Wish, which we're still partnered with. I just can't stress that enough. But it's their own charity, and like I said, 100% of the money donated goes to helping those in need. So please, if you can, donate, and I'll turn it back over to JoJo. Thanks.
Can I add something to that, JoJo?
Yeah, please.
So I just presented on this morning at my BNI group, and I thought it was cool that ISA stands for Inspire, Share, and Advocate. So, and then this last week they added a fourth pillar to that. So like Vinny said, it was nutrition for underserved kids, wellness education, aid for those affected by natural disasters. And then this past week, they added the arm for racial equality, which I thought was huge. And they started off with donating $50,000 to the NAACP Defense and Education Fund. So that's their first step in taking action. So I just super proud of that.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. I did see that, and it kind of like read it. I read so many things this week. It was kind of like in one ear and out the other, but I'm excited that they did that. I saw the post that they made on Facebook. It was really moving.
I'm sorry. I wanted to add one more thing to that as far as the grants. If you really want your charity in your area, if you live at to receive one of these grants, like I said, you have to contact them. They have given out in 2018. The ICE Foundation gave out $2.5 million in grants, and they do it in increments of $10,000, and most grants are around $10,000 to $30,000. So if you have a small nonprofit that's in your local area, that's a lot of money for those people. So please, contact them, do what you have to. They're willing to help. All you have to do is contact them.
Yeah, so we're proud. One of our friends, the one that she actually takes care of homeless vets here in the Valley, and they were able to get a grant for this quarter, for this period. So we're excited for that. And I will. So even if it's $1, you can add $1 donation onto your auto ship. I would, it's great. You get to write it off at the end of the year. They send you a form to be able to write off all your donations. So, you could do $1, $5, $10. I think you can go up to, is it $25 or $50 on your auto ship, where you can just set that up to come out every single time that you do that. And so tonight, if you guys want to do an extra donation, I don't care if it's $1, $5, $10. Do it tonight. Take a picture of it, screenshot it, send it to us, and Vinny and I are going to match whatever you guys donate tonight. Cool. Okay. So
thank you, guys.
Get it to us tonight, and we will absolutely do that. So, okay. We also we've been. Let's see which direction we want to go first. Okay, so hey, Crystal, why don't we talk about verbiage? Because we've been, we have this reset that's upcoming. We've been reaching out to a lot of people. We're doing this Grow Week. And we also, I don't know if any of you were able to watch the Start Your Life little academy that they did on isagenixlive.com, but it's still up there. So if you guys haven't been able to watch it, go back and watch it. There was really valuable information. But there was one girl in particular who did she showed us a slideshow of how she reaches out and talks to people and gave us specific verbiage. And so Crystal has actually taken that verbiage and, adjusted it a little bit, but we could show you the slides and run through them real quick. And Chris, I can bring them up on my screen if you want me to, and you could go through, is it Natalia? Is that her name?
Yeah. I think it'd be helpful if you wanted to show the screens, the slides, and then I can pull up my phone and show people kind of how I've just put it in my phone to utilize it if you want. Awesome. All right, this looks great. So, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. That's the beauty of it. Literally, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. I am using most of it. I've changed a little bit of it. You have to make it feel good for you. But I don't know. Yeah. So, awesome. So the
Sorry.
next, no, it's all right.
Difficulties. Okay, so tell me we'll go next. Where you want to go?
Yeah, so this is where I started. And I added to this. So we can just go through these quickly, JoJo, and then I can show, you know, what I've added. But I always leave with isogenesis, you guys, no matter what we're doing. If we're doing a cleanse, if we're doing like whatever, I always still lead with isogenesis, and I always still share the Forever Pack video. So that's how I do it. So I took this verbiage when somebody asks what it is, and I added to it. So I can read mine, but literally so easy. Like had this on one screen and voice activated on the other, and and then this picture I also share. I saved, and I share this when somebody says, what does a typical day look like? Because a lot of people ask that. So what does a day look like? Am I eating normal food? Am I eating regular food, right? People ask that all the time. And then I used this exact thing. Pam actually sent it to me before I even was able to watch this video. And she put a cute little picture of an apple and like an ice cream cone and a, you know, chocolate bar or whatever next to these to make it look a little cuter. But I have had pretty much everyone kind of agree with this amount. So, you know, would you say that for breakfast you're spending about $6, coffee and a breakfast sandwich, lunch about $8, dinner, you know, we put it at $4, and I don't know anybody that eats for $4. We eat way more than that in this house. So so most people are like, yeah, that's probably accurate, if not saying that they spend more than that.
What if they say they don't eat out or they don't eat breakfast? Because I've had that happen where I've tried to use this and then they're like, oh, well, I don't eat breakfast. Oh, well, I take a sandwich for lunch. And
yeah, then I would just ask them.
It's not going, you know, it's not going with what my plan was to say. I mean, I know for me, I was eating out and spending $40 a day easily.
Right. I would ask them what they do spend, and just, you got to start somewhere, right? So if they're like, I spend $2 for breakfast and $3 for lunch and, you know, $4 for dinner, and I don't eat any snacks. Well, first of all, they probably feel like crap.
Right.
But you could then say, well, you know what? This would actually fit in your budget pretty well because our shakes are about $2.85, and they're going to make you feel a heck of a lot better than what you're, you know. So I think there's always a way to go. Yeah. Awesome. So I've used that, and then, you know, usually people say yes, right? And then I literally am using this verbiage, except I changed it. Pack ranges from 10 to 20. I said from 5 to 20 because our Forever Pack is about $5 a day. So I just changed that for you. And I haven't used these. However, right now, I think you guys may have all seen the picture that, you know, JoJo and I put together for this reset where we've got a bunch of different options. It's, you know, it's on a beach and it says, you know, 2-week slim down. So I do plan to make one on Canva that potentially has these with the Forever Pack as well. That's a little bit more generic, you know, not necessarily a beach picture. That's my to-do list. And then if they say no, and I used this for someone who said, it's not for me, I can't afford it right now. I used this and they said, heck yeah. So I said, all right, that's totally fine. You know, like I said, there could be a pack that fits everyone's budget. I could show you a way to help cover the cost of your products. Would that be at all beneficial? And I'm in love with that word beneficial because I struggled, you know, and just worked so much verbiage, so many different ways to say, can I show you how to get your food paid for? Would you like to eat for free? You know, do you have 2 friends you want to do this with? And this seems to be so non-threatening, and I really love it, and it seems to be working. So I'm in love with this. If nothing else, I'm in love with this sentence.
I'm in love with it too. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's huge. And
then after they enroll, so I actually added this. I added to this because I want them to download the IsoLife app, and I want them to sign up for the IsoBody Challenge. So I personally added that, which I can show you in my after they enroll paragraph. Yeah. And then, so if they said yes all the way through, after they say, hey, I'm ready to go, like, let's sign up, I've used this. One last thing. Would it be at all beneficial to show you a way to make back some of the money you just spent? I think I put some or all of the money, but I don't remember. I might have just used this. And I've literally gotten a heck yes. And then you just literally, you walk them right into how to do that. So, you know, think simple. You know, so first things first, who are some people you know pretty well, right, who might want to try this with you? Because you want their first enrollments to be easy. You want it to be, you don't want them going out and talking to strangers and getting no's right away. So you want it to be easy for them. So think simple. Your parents, siblings, cousins, coworkers, college friends. I put in neighbors because I've had 2 people share with their neighbors recently. Who comes to mind? Try to think of at least 2. And then I used this, literally. Okay, perfect. Doing this program with friends is so much fun, which can help you improve your accountability and your results. I'd recommend texting them and sharing them some before and after pictures. Here's an example of a message to give you an idea of what I had success with. You can use it as a template. You can come up with something on your own, but you want to make it authentic to you. And then I used this exact thing. Hey, so-and-so, any interest in doing this with me or doing this nutritional balance program with me? I've been watching some friends. Sorry, I got to move this thing because it's in my way. I've been watching my friend on Instagram. I think I put Facebook because I'm a Facebook person for a while, and she looks great. I'm so ready to do it. And I also, guys, I also sent this to people who've already been using the products, but have wanted to share, but haven't wanted to know what to say. So I changed that, you know, to I've been using the products. I've been doing it now for 30 days, and I feel amazing, but I want an accountability to get healthy. That phrase. So my friend is coaching me. You can put in like she's an OT, she's PT, she's a nutritionist, whatever you are, if that works for you. She's worked with loads of people and doesn't charge anything extra. All we do is pay for the products. Look at her before and after picture. I can't believe it. Want to hold each other accountable and do this. And then I'm giving them my before and after picture. They don't have one of their own yet, so I'm sharing mine, which has been working great. So it's exciting. It's simple. It's so easy. Awesome. So I don't know. Let me just show you, Jojo. Can I share my screen? Do you mind? I think I can. Let me see.
You should be able to.
Okay. I'm going to try to share my phone.
So just so you guys know, if you go onto the Rock Your Life page, we made a post with all of the posts with all of the images and stuff for the 2-week reset. All of those slides are there. All of the slides are also available on startyourlife.com if you want to download the slideshow. But all the slides are, we screenshotted them and put them all up there. And then there's different verbiage that we've been using as well. So some that I've been using and some that other people have been using. So we've been given a ton of stuff so you guys can pick and choose what you want to say.
Yeah. So I'm sure Sherry's still on the phone. Sherry, you're going to recognize a lot of this verbiage because I shared it with you. But what I've done, you guys, that's worked really well is in my notes. So right here in my notes section, I have just tons of folders, right? So I've done Isagenix verbiage as one of my folders, and I numbered them. It's literally, you just follow around. And of course, there's some questions in between, you know, like we were talking to somebody today, Sherry's enrollment, she had questions about diabetes. So of course, you know, you add in there what you want. But really, my first thing is this exact thing. So when they ask about the program, and this is how I've changed it a little bit. I said it's a 30-day program, and it's honestly so simple. I always start by telling people about the program by sharing an amazing video that talks about the science behind telomeres. I've learned about telomere, or I should change that. I had never learned about telomeres until I was introduced to this nutrition, and it's blowing my mind. Check out this video, and let's definitely talk after you watch it. And then I said you can start Isagenix in many different ways, but it's so very simple. It consists of shake days, and when you choose to incorporate them, fully supported intermittent fasting days. You even get to eat chocolate and other snacks to keep you satisfied on your fasting days. So right here, I'm kind of like giving them the option. You can shake or you can shake and cleanse. And then I said, I've tried so many programs and diets, and this has been the only thing that has actually changed my body while letting me enjoy myself and not be restricted. On top of your products, you also will get one-on-one coaching with me and our whole community if you choose, and a workout guide for free. So that's my, like, when they say, what is this about? All right, so then when that's done, we literally go, they say, all right, well, how much does this cost? So I go to number 2, and I have the exact verbiage that we just saw, but I put some, Pam put some cute little pictures there. All right, so then number 3, if they say yes, that's what they spend, then I write, great, so that's about $20 a day. Believe it or not, our packages range from $5 to $20 a day. Now, I added this a little bit. My next question to you would be, do you want to jump in with both feet, dip your toe in, or somewhere in the middle? Okay, so I'm kind of like trying to feel them out. Are they looking for the forever pack or the value pack? Especially during this cleansing thing. So all of our pack options lead to amazing results, and consistency is the most important thing. I never want to start anyone off with a huge pack if they just want to change their breakfast. But I also don't want to limit someone's results if they're all in ready. Do you foresee, I think that should be one word, wanting to start this coming month exchanging one meal or 2? Also, are you thinking that you'd like to try intermittent fasting in your first month, or hold off on that? And then if they say no, that's not what they spend, Christina, then it's the exact sentence we just read. Okay, that's totally fine. Like I said, there's a pack that fits everyone's budget. If I could show you a way to cover your cost of your products, would that be at all beneficial? So that's number 3. Then we go to number 4. They say they want to get started. Awesome. One last thing. Would it be at all beneficial if I could show you a way to help get some or all of your back, get some back? Wait a minute. Help. A way to help make some of your money you just spent today. And then if they say heck yes, and then, the exact thing that we just read, I'm not going to read it over for you. Okay. And then that's number 4. Here's my example message, which is exactly what she has. And then I send them my before and after picture. And then also when they're done with the enrollment, I send them this. So now that you're done signing up, you have homework for today. Download the free app called IsoLife. The username and password you just made to sign up is the same username and password for the app. Here you can see your order going forward. There's great articles, workout suggestions, and more. Today, you're going to want to sign up for your IsoBody challenge. This will take 2 minutes on your IsoLife app. You do not have to take bikini pictures. However, I do recommend shorts and a sports bra because you're going to want to see your transformation. Also, don't worry, nobody will see your pictures unless you want them to if you win a grand prize. Every 16 weeks, you get to complete and restart a new challenge. You'll get a free t-shirt, $200 in product coupon. At that time, that is $600 a year. My husband and I both do it. We get $1,200 a year, which is amazing. And then I also send them a welcome email. So, it's all right here. It's just so easy. So I encourage you guys to make a folder and have it so that if you're busy in the middle of the day, it doesn't seem so stressful, right? Because you can quickly find your stuff. Another thing that I've done, I don't know if it's helpful, but on my photos, I have some, I've put together some things. So my shared Isagenix pictures, like these are the pictures that I share with people often. And in here, quite a bit, I share my cleanse day schedule and that kind of thing. And then I also have a bunch of before and after pictures. And this is where I find, my before and after picture. And I also have one that's not so bikini-ish. But I also have other people's, I love this family and I share that with people a lot. And then of course, we have to have Wendy, right? So, so yeah, I just recommend, if you guys can organize, spend a few minutes just organizing things on your phone, then when you have a busy day and stuff starts happening, it won't be as stressful because you've got this verbiage. You don't have to think about it as much. So I hope that was helpful.
Very helpful for me. That's why I'm here.
Super comprehensive. Thank you, Crystal.
Love it. Thank you. Awesome. Any questions right now where we're at?
It's basically just cut and paste, right, Crystal? Just cut and paste.
Cut and paste. And then, of course, if there's, like I said, for that example, I just changed it for people that have already been used, because I literally sent this out to maybe, 10 product users that have talked about sharing but haven't actually done it. And I said, hey, I just came across this amazing verbiage. So instead of saying, I forget what it says in there, but like, I want to get started, it says something, I changed that sentence. And I was like, I've been using this for 2 weeks and I'm having amazing energy, but I want an accountability buddy. So yeah, you can always tweak it.
And then like when I joined and I shared, then Sarah shared my piece because I changed your piece to fit what I needed. So I thought that was cool to see Sarah use my piece to shout it out to everyone.
I love it.
Duplication makes it simple, right? It's not rocket science. We just duplicate what's working over and over and over. So that's awesome. Thanks, Crystal. I think what we could do is copy each one of those in text form and post them in the thread with all the verbiage.
Yes.
So we can have people could just copy, paste, and change and do whatever.
With all the pictures for the 2-week reset?
Yeah, I think that'd be a great place to put them for now.
I will do that when we get off the phone.
Thank you. Awesome.
And can you share your folder tabs again too?
Yeah, I just numbered them, so I'll just put
right,
them.
That's what I'm saying. Can you share that?
You got it.
And those are all in Rock Your Life?
They will be.
That's so cool. Isn't this an awesome business? You see something that like blows your mind and then they're like, oh yeah, you can have it. No problem. Where does that happen in corporate? Corporate, everyone keeps everything to themselves. Crystal, thank you so much.
Anytime.
Love this business.
Okay, so you guys, so for those of you who are available in the morning at 10 o'clock in the morning Pacific or 1 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern, Susan Sly's doing power hours for the rest of the week. They've been really great. I would recommend that you, so on the Rock Your Life page, Wendy did a video. Crystal also did one, and there's the registration link. And you can still go in and register. So you can get the Zoom line so you can hop on in the morning and spend an hour. Then Lisa and I have also been doing an extra hour at 1 o'clock Pacific, 4 o'clock Eastern, and 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern. So we've been doing 3 power hours a day. And yeah, getting a lot of work done. So it's been really good. So anybody can hop in on any of those. And it's this same line for the ones that Lisa and I are doing. So you can use the same ID number.
Do you mind giving those 3 times again, Jojo, please?
It's 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 Eastern for Susan Slice. And that's the one you have to register for. And then it's 1 Pacific, 4 Eastern, and 4 Pacific, 7 Eastern for the other 2 that Lisa and I are doing on this line.
Thank you.
So I would recommend hopping in. I mean, it gets you motivated. You're working with other people. It makes it fun. There's like little tasks to do, so you have direction, and everything's done with intention, which I love. And then just to touch on celebration. Do you guys know celebration this year? Everything's virtual. So July 17th and 18th, we're having our virtual celebration. Normally we're all together and in one place, and we can't all be together this year. So the virtual, and it's totally free. It's totally free. So it's always amazing content. Know that there's going to be so much product information that comes from this, because as we go into Isagenix 2.0, which is the upgrade of our whole company, they've upgraded so many of the products. There's going to be conversation about the new technology that's coming out. We have no idea what it is. Like, there's some amazing technology that Dr. Plant has come up with that no other supplement company knows or has been utilizing or can do. So there's a huge thing that's coming up. I don't even know I can't even give you a hint because I don't know what it is, but I know that, you know, whatever they're involved in, it's going to be totally awesome. And so definitely we want to make a plan. If at that point we can all get together, then if you're in the same city, then get together with some of the team and like do your own little virtual, have a little weekend. So, and then Crystal Executive, there's still time to hit Crystal Executive. So does anybody know what Crystal Executive is? Somebody tell me. All right, somebody explain it.
It's when you have 5 consultants on your right and 5 consultants on your left.
Okay, so what is a consultant?
You plus 2. So you have one person, you personally enroll somebody who personally enrolls 2 people.
Perfect. So 10 of those. So 10 people who personally enroll 2. 5 on one side, 5 on the other side. And you have until July 17th for that. Does anybody know what the bonus is?
$1,000.
It's $1,000 plus for every consultant that you enroll, that you personally enroll, you get an extra $100 for that. So there's bonuses all over the place here that are up for grabs. Take advantage of them, because then when you're executive, as long as you're paid out as executive every single month, you get $750 extra bucks just for being executive. And every 3rd month, you get an extra $1,000. Like that's a lot of bonus money just for being executive. So cash in on that, grab it. It's there. It's there. So let's see, Celebration, Crystal Executive. We just wanted to check and see if there's anybody that's had some fun enrollments. Like, is there something, like somebody that came back to you after they said no, or some verbiage you use that would be different than what we've been doing, or if, let's see, you've come across some challenges and somebody's told you no and given you an interesting objection, anything like that. Anybody have a thought? Chad?
I have one girl who I think it was 2017 I started communicating with her because she was posting this awesome vibing stuff on LinkedIn, like about random acts of kindness. And we just have kept in conversation for that period of time. And she just enrolled 2 days ago. And I'm so excited because she just has this really awesome spirit about her. That's number one. Number two, I have these lacrosse guys who are finally coming around and being like, all right, let's go. So I have about 3 or 4 lacrosse guys who are looking to make a big time shift. So I think the main gist of that is just to keep communicating with people, because over time people are going to be watching you and seeing that you're staying consistent. And if you stay consistent, chances are they're going to come around and be like, all right, I'm in. So thank you.
Good. It's interesting because we have a lot of people that well, like I said, our job is to be here when somebody's ready. It may not be the timing when you first introduce them to it. So it's our job to be here when it is their time. And, sometimes when they say no right up front, like it can feel a little bit defeating, but just knowing that it's just not their timing. It has nothing to do with us, has nothing to do with anything that we've presented. It's just merely not their time, and that's okay. We leave the door open. Is it okay if I check back in with you in a couple months? Is it okay if I get back with you when we do the next reset? Is it okay if I reach out in whatever that is, always leave the door open. Because you guys, I cannot tell you. I had somebody reach out to me after 14 years of watching me do this, has never commented, liked, nothing. Then all of a sudden they're like, hey, can we meet? I need to get started. Like 14 years. So you just never know. You just never know when it's going to be their time. Katya, did you have something?
I have a fun comeback story from a lady who a few years ago, I used to work with her, did a 30-day and then some additional stuff. Can you guys hear me okay? Because I know Jojo cannot hear me. But I think she's just ignoring me. Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
So anyway, she reached out to me last week, and we stayed in touch. She moved out of state, but we've been friends, and stayed in touch over the time. And she texted me last week and she said, I need to order a 30-day. Call me. So I called her and I was like, okay, what's the story? There's something behind this. And she said, man, I work with these ladies and they're trying to get me on those shakes and they taste absolutely disgusting. And I told him, I know what's good for me and what works. So I'm going to get on this 30-day again to show them what's what and what's real. So she's pretty much doing it to show those other ladies. And this morning, yesterday, she reached out to me and she said, one of them is ready to order her own 30-day. So she's only been on shakes for like 4 days and cleansed yesterday. And the first one is already, oh, okay, well.
Awesome.
But of course,
I love it.
Birthday cake, and I think she shared some of the birthday cake at work.
That's awesome. Thank you both for sharing. It's good, right? It's good. You just gotta be here when they're ready. Anybody run across a challenge or a no?
Jojo, I've got a fun one that Pam sent me. I know she's not on the call, but she'd be fine if I shared it. So she likes to send me some of her text chains, which are just awesome. So just to kind of show you guys, February 13th, she invited somebody named Joy to our smoothie bowl party. Joy never got back to her. So Pam wrote ghosted her. So that was February 13th. March 22nd, Pam wrote, hey, I hope you're well. My goal is to do a press handstand this year. I'm open to any tips that you might have. Nothing. March 18th, hey, I hope you're well and keeping sane in these crazy times. I'm pushing for a big rank advancement in isogenics this week. It came to mind. I was wondering if you happen to know of anyone that might want delicious, nutritious, fat-burning, immune-boosting foods delivered to their doorstep. Nothing. March 27th, hey, how are you hanging in? March 27th, the girl finally writes back, hey Pam, I'm happy you're fit and well. Please remove me from this distribution list. The previous message was clearly not intended for me. Thank you. Pam wrote, actually it was for you. I wanted to make sure you were doing okay as I know everyone's handling the stress of social distancing in different ways. I definitely won't reach out to you about isogenics in the future, but know that I always have valued your insight about holistic health, and just wanted to let you know that I'm here in these strange times. So that was March 27th. This was Sunday. Now Pam posted the shakes, the 5 shakes, which shake is going to go away. I think that one. So Pam reached back out to her because she liked something on her post. So she wrote, hi, honestly, I'm nervous to reach out to you regarding this based on our earlier interaction. But if you have any interest in talking about isogenics nutrition, based on the poll that you looked at or that you liked, please let me know. So she wrote right back that day, hey, sorry, I felt like I was being spammed before, but I'm curious about the protein, just not interested in an MLM. Not sure if it's feasible. Hope you're well. And then Pam wrote, all she did was wrote, okay, I ordered. So that day she decided to go for it and she ordered. So
that's awesome.
I thought that was awesome. So anyway, I just, you never know. Even if people tell you like, cut it out, if you just reach out with love, they might enroll with you.
Kill them with kindness, right? Kill them with kindness.
Can I piggyback on that, Jojo? I've seen so many people on here in the last 3 months, 4 months. Krista, just two in particular, Krista and Wendy and Anna. 3. That's 3. That wasn't 2. That was 3. Krista, Wendy, and Anna. And I'm learning more in life to think with my heart versus thinking with my head. And if you turn this business into a business where you're a professional friend maker and you're thinking with your heart, like I've learned from Wendy a couple weeks ago when we were talking with someone, and Wendy I could tell she was thinking with her heart and not with her head, because the way she was responding to this person was so gentle and so sincere and so heartfelt, because the person was going through some stuff at work. And I'm like, in my head, I was like, I wasn't really frustrated, but I was like, dude, we've been talking to him for like 3 weeks And it's like one thing after another. But the entire time, Wendy's just thinking with her heart. She's leading with her heart. She's leading with love. And it was, you know, he enrolled, I think, last night or the night before. And it was like, you know, I'm learning. Everyone is learning. And just all the calls that we're having on Tuesday nights, they're geared around that. Like, just lead with your heart. If you're in a situation where you're looking at something on your phone and you're like, what the heck? I thought this person was interested. Well, just take a breath, take a few breaths, and just lead with your heart. Think with your heart. And I guarantee you're going to come up with something different than how you were feeling previous to that. So thank you, everyone.
Yes, thank you. I have one.
You shut me up.
No, you did it.
Can I add to that?
I think I actually did it.
You did it. Wendy, was that you? I don't know who that was.
Yeah, sorry. Hey, yeah. And I did want to say, I love how we can kind of rescue people a little bit, but he actually called to get back to us, and he was calling to let us know that he wasn't going to be doing it. And then just having a conversation about the reasons, what's going on in his life and why he does need it. And, you know, like he shared some things about like his physical fitness levels and how he was like passing out and, you know, not eating well and whatever. I'm like, this is exactly why you need it. And he just kind of chuckled or was just kind of blown away. He's like, I'm in customer service and I've never worked with anyone as nice as you and Chad. And he's like, you don't ever see this. So like, he's like, I'm happy to do business with you or whatever. And he's like, all right, well, I just called to say I wasn't going to do it. And now I feel like I need to do it. So this is cool.
That's so great. Okay.
So I had commented on a post and I didn't realize it was like one of those sponsored posts, but it was about health. And I said, you know, I'm glad I found a system that worked for me, you know, blah, blah, blah. And well, then everybody started reaching out and was like, well, what have you done? Because I've been looking for stuff. And so this one girl I connected with, she, you know, we went back and forth. I asked her what her concerns were. I said, may I share with you some information? And then she messaged me back and sent me the negativity of Isagenix and why it didn't work. After I sent her the aging video, she sent me the consumercompare.org Isagenix diet review, and that it's a ripoff and not worth it. And she said, I'm glad I didn't do this and save my money. I'm not looking to lose weight. And then I said, I apologize if I misinformed you. I said it is way more than about losing weight. Just like your car has many different functions, so does the body. We as nutritionists do not just focus on one thing. It's very customized. If you want a real conversation on the phone, we can schedule it. Things get very misinterpreted through text. Have a blessed day. But she, you know, went straight to finding the negative about it instead of taking the time to, you know, talk to me. So I haven't reached out since then, and that was on Sunday. So I wasn't sure if I should, you know, wait a week or so and follow up, because I'm sure she's, you know, maybe doing her own. I don't know. I don't want to make assumptions, because as we know, you can make assumptions.
There's a way to handle that, which is with a feel, felt, found. And so I totally understand how you feel. I felt the same way as I went on the internet and Googled when I first started. And what I found was that many websites are funded by other supplement companies and people who are there to not give us proper information. And so instead of doing that, I went to the R&D site where the Science Advisory Board and the research and development team of Isagenix blog about what they do with their products. I felt, you know, I feel better taking science from the scientists that are putting it together.
Thank you.
And so, you know, you can feel, felt, found anything, but that one, you know, I've had that come up before, and I can always tell there's multiple, you know, there's probably 25 different sites out there right now that if you looked at who the underlying person was that created the site or the organization, they are affiliated with some other company that is trying to get you to buy their shake or their supplements. And so you know, they go, here's an unbiased opinion, but that's BS. It's not unbiased. It's absolutely biased.
So should I reach out to her again and say that and try to explain it, or just let it be for now?
Totally what could happen.
Exactly. True.
And you're connected, Christina, how are you connected to her? On Facebook?
Yeah, she just reached out to me and said, hey, what was your system that you did? And we started having the conversation. And I'm a nutritionist, and so I struggle because, I mean, I don't remember what the girl's name is. I don't know if it's Lori, but she was like, do you want to be a nutritionist or you want to be a millionaire? And I haven't been able to cross that bridge yet of converting anybody to being business builders, because everybody looks at me as the professional, as the nutritionist, and helping them. And some have sent me clients as a referral to help them. And I've got 25 success stories, but they're truly just product users. So I'm trying to bridge that gap.
There's absolutely zero reason you can't do both.
I'm sorry?
Why can't you do both?
I mean, I can, but I mean, I don't, it's like, I don't know. I guess I haven't found the right words to say that I'm comfortable with saying, you know.
As a nutritionist, I found that when I look at the underlying meaning or the underlying organizations that put these sites out, I know that they're not unbiased opinions, which is why I go to the science.
Right. That part. Okay.
Simple. Okay. And then as a nutritionist, I also have added this as my product alignment because it increases my bottom line. Nothing wrong with that. People come, and when you come to me for this, then you get my coaching for free. If you want to come to me as a nutritionist, I can charge you $175 an hour. I have no problem doing that. I prefer you get on nutrition that benefits your body, and I'll be glad to coach you for free.
And voicemail works wonders. I was going to say, respond to her so that she can hear your tone.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't had that come up, and in the beginning you get in that defense mode and you just want to throw up on them. I didn't do that with her, and I felt like I at least backed off, but I know that I can still improve on that.
Yeah, well, when you do a voice message, then the conviction will come through.
Yep.
Thank you.
And it's hard not to go into defense mode. It's almost like somebody insulting your child, right?
Totally.
And it comes to fisticuffs, but it's them not understanding. And so you just share with your passion and your voice. And then again, in the end, it's their choice to choose whether or not. Yeah. You can never say the wrong thing to the right person.
Well, and I know now without a doubt, obviously I care about helping someone, and I've learned to let go of, whatever the attachment is and what the outcome is. And like you said, whether they say yes or no, because I'm going to keep going forward. It's just, I'm learning from each one that comes up a little differently to get better with how I respond.
And come from that space, knowing that you just want to help somebody, right?
Feel felt found. It's the most amazing tool for every single objection that comes up.
Yep.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, you guys.
Can I say something, babe?
Yes.
I'm just sitting here listening, and this has nothing to do with what we're talking about. It's just an observation of mine that we've been doing this, or you've been doing this for how long now? 15 years almost with this company. And we're still talking about objections that were the same objections 15 years ago. The same exact objections that happened back then are happening now. So it's obviously a common theme with all network marketing companies, not just Isagenix. So we just have to get used to the no's. No's happen. Get used to the no's.
Yeah, my skin's gotten thicker.
Well, and I always know that when they say no, they just don't KNOW. They say no to something.
The girl last night, she had said no 4 times, and then she finally said yes. So,
right.
Yeah.
When they say no, N-O, they just don't know what they don't know what they don't know. And that's all KNOWs. But that's good. When we become unattached to their answer and only attached to their results, then we're good. Not that we're attached to their results either, because I can't control what somebody sticks in their mouth when I'm not around, or I can't control whether or not somebody cleanses or not, but I can offer the best coaching that I can offer and the best support that I can offer. Awesome. One last word from anyone?
I'm just glad I joined. Quote.
That's a good gratitude, Sherry.
Give a Les Brown quote.
Sure.
Impact drives income.
Love it.
That's it.
Truth. Okay. I'm going to sign off because my computer's going to die. And thank you all for all of your shares and your input and all of your knowledge and wisdom and love and supporting each other and all of everything that you bring to this team and to this company. And so remember, if you guys want to donate, screenshot it and send me your little screenshot. And Vinny and I are going to, and please put $1 on your auto ship. Put $5 on your auto ship every single month. It's you don't even notice it, and it supports so much. So thank you, Crystal, for sharing your amazing verbiage. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Love you all.
Thank you all. Bye. Don't forget to look me up.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.